They love gatherings and having a good time. Food is an important part of the Filipino culture. Multiple cultures influence the Filipino cuisine like the Spanish, Chinese, and Indian. Eating is a favorite Filipino pastime. A typical Filipino diet consists at most of 6 meals a day: breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and again a midnight snack before going to sleep. Yes, that many! Every province has its own specialty and tastes vary in each region. Western and local food chains are a common sight in the country. But when you visit the country, people will often bring you to one of their most favored spots to get their street foods from. This might be considered as one of their best tourist destinations because for them introducing these different types of street foods to visiting friends is given utmost importance. Food bazaars are found mostly alongside the streets, and this is where you will get the authentic taste of the Filipino cuisine. Filipinos are known to be thrifty people, so wasting food is a big no for them. This way you will see their ingenuity from. In fact, a whole pig is all used when they prepare for their fiestas or other gatherings. Its whole head, the entrails, the feet and even the blood. Same goes with the chicken, nothing is wasted, even the feathers, but obviously not eaten. These bits and pieces of unwanted meat are mostly what you will find sold as street foods. These undesirable parts are turned into something incredibly tasty and unbelievably cheap food. So here we go. Let us now discover the top 10 most common street foods in the Philippines. First on our list, chicken intestines. Let us begin with the most popular amongst all the street foods in the Philippines. These are grilled or deep-fried intestines of chicken. It is thoroughly cleaned and coiled onto a skewer. The chicken intestines are like small sausages. They become more flavorful when cooked in a combination of vinegar, garlic, onions and spicy peppers. Number 2. Chicken and pig's blood. This snack is not for the faint of heart. This is pure called chicken blood that has been coagulated and cut into cubes then skewered for grilling. This is said to have no foul smell or taste. It is like a blank canvas so marinated in a spicy vinegar-dipping sauce to achieve a tasty flavor. Not many will give this a try now, but this is blood, but this is very cheap and many love this street food as well. Number 3. Chicken feet. Filipino street food vendors have coined various street food with fun and quirky names like this one. As we all know, Adidas is a brand for shoes, but when you hit the streets of the Philippines, Adidas is known as chicken feet. This is usually grilled, but some also prefer them cooked adobo style, a popular Filipino dish that is cooked in garlic and soy sauce. These are very cheap eats you can find alongside the streets in the country. Number 4. Fertilized duck egg. Not everyone is willing to give this food a go. This is fertilized egg embryo of a duck that has either been boiled or steamed. It is a cheap source of protein and calcium that has been introduced by the Chinese to the Philippines. This is usually eaten with a little bit of salt or vinegar, or both, whichever you prefer. It has been said that for first-timers, they are advised to eat this in a dark, unlit place so that you won't be able to see the tiny duck inside the egg and it will be easier to swallow. The whole egg is eaten along with the juice, the yellow yolk, and the tiny duck, which is sometimes complete with a beak, its tiny feet, and yes, feathers. So this is not everyone's cup of tea. Fifth on our list, quailed eggs, or well known as quailed. Another dish for this one is easier to swallow. This is just boiled egg, usually quailed, but some use chicken's egg as well. This is covered in an orange batter and then deep fried. Dip it in a spicy vinegar sauce and it can easily become a favorite. This is mostly sold outside of schools and a favorite afternoon snacks for students. Number 6. Fishball, kikiam, squid balls. These scrumptious deep-fried balls are notably popular among the Filipinos. These are also usually sold outside of schools and along the streets. Usually sold in a cart with a bicycle, so people usually watch out for them as they pass by. Fish balls are made from ground up fish, flour, and loose tenders. They are shaped like small discs. Kikiam is ground up meat with vegetables and pears as well. These are brown in color and are shaped like a finger. Squid balls are made of squid and shaped into a ball. These are all deep fried and are perfect when dipped in a special sauce. There are a variety of sauces, but some just prefer to combine them all together. Number 7. Pork barbecue, pig ears, and pig tongue. The smell of charred grilled meat is common in the streets of the Philippines. People love barbecues, from the usual pork meat and fat to the more bizarre ones like pig ears and pig tongue. These are all skewered onto a steak and grilled to perfection. Pair it up with a spicy vinegar dipping sauce and you are in barbecue heaven. Number 8. Squid ring. These are deep-fried squid covered in a crispy flour batter and dipped in vinegar. These can also be found in restaurants, as they are also a popular appetizer in the Philippines. Number 9. Chicken head. As I have mentioned before, Filipinos don't like wasting food. A grilled whole chicken head is fondly called helmet and is a popular snack as well. This is definitely one of the strange ones you'll find next to a barbecue stand in the Philippines. Number 10. Pork or chicken rinds, commonly known as chicharon. One of the best yet deadly snacks in the Philippines. Now, why deadly? Because this food is made out of deep-fried pork rinds, but sometimes beef, buffalo or chicken skin can be used, which means it's high in cholesterol. Now why best? Because it tastes so good, it's addictive. It is a common beer match in the Philippines, which makes it even worse, and I guess it's one of those bad eating habits of Filipinos where they eat oily snacks such as this one while having some happy hour with friends. Here are some interesting origins about the street food in the Philippines. The popularity of iniftar arose out of need. When an economic crisis hit the country in the 1970s, people were driven to find ways to save money. Less favorable animal parts, including pig's ears and intestines, were carefully cleaned before being skewered and grilled on coals. To make these less palatable cuts of meat more appealing, vendors came up with cute names to help.